Joe,
Greg.
um, what's your stance on reality TV?
Garbage.
Well, what if I said, "Hey, man, I'm throwing a little get together. We're gonna watch a show. It's kind of like The Bachelor, but the rose will explode and kill someone." Would you
I'm
be
into
into it
that.
then?
I like bachelor candidates dying.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. That's basically what we're doing on this episode.
Yeah, we're covering 1987's The Running Man,
Long
starring
time coming.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and a slew of other people. A lot of people in this movie that I kind of forgot that were in it.
Yeah.
Um, and the reason we're doing this is because there is a remake of this movie that is going to be released very soon. In fact, we're probably releasing this episode in tandem with its theatrical release. That movie does not star Arnold Schwarzenegger. It stars who, Mark? You're on mute. God damn it, Mark.
Just some guy. I'm sorry, dude. I got too heated. That's my bad. It's just some guy. I don't know his name. Glenn something. Schmau. Glenn Schmau,
Glenn
probably.
Powell.
Are we gonna address the
Mark
fact that
hates.
Mark is
He hates this guy.
no, not even that. Mark is dressed up like a clown right now.
I mean,
What?
go ahead, Mark.
He's
Tell
got
us what
face paint
happened.
on.
I mean, some would call it face paint. Some would call it a lifestyle. Greg,
It's
I'm
like
a rodeo
it's
clown.
like kabuki theater.
It's those. I'm those guys. You know, when the bull's running around and they're trying to chase.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. But it's Halloween. I'm the only one in spirit. I definitely was not at a pumpkin patch.
Dude, we did a
Definitely.
whole Halloween month. Why did you
And
pick
who dressed
now?
up?
Why did you pick now, post Halloween, when this drops, to dress up?
Oh,
He's
Joe,
gonna
you bring
get
up
back to you on that one, huh?
you do bring up a great point. You know, maybe we should just dress up more.
We
How
could
about
do
that?
that. Maybe we do that.
Uh, Business, Joe.
Yeah. Welcome to the Prime Cut Podcast, a movie discussion show recommending deep cuts, flawed
Deep cut, flawed
gems, and forgotten masterpieces.
I forgot masterpieces.
We've gotten so much feedback about how annoying that is when you do that, Greg. So thanks for that.
Keep it up.
I haven't seen any of that feedback.
Well, only one of us checks the email. This,
He
by the
checked
way, send us an email at theprimecutpodcast@gmail.com.
No need to email us. Just comment on Instagram or
you could
TikTok.
comment. Yeah, that's true. TikTok, which I don't have.
You can comment on the YouTube videos as well. There's like a whole running thread there where
Is there? I haven't checked that.
Joe doesn't. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Where Joe
Oh.
doesn't check those comments, so he doesn't know about the conversation we've been having there, y'all.
No, I know.
So
I haven't looked at that at all.
yeah, he posts the videos, but he doesn't read the comments. That's normally myself or clown producer Mark.
Whoa,
Producer Clown.
All right.
Let's
Quit
talk about
clowning around.
Let's
That's
talk
all the
about the
big
Running
joke.
Man.
All right, let's
High
do
concept.
let's do a quick synopsis. Basically, this is a Schwarzenegger movie that's released the same year as Predator.
Synopsis.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Same year as
87,
Predator.
big year for Arnie.
Arnie, he says. The plot of this movie is that Arnold is a military officer that gets framed because he doesn't want to kill innocent people, and he gets put in a game show where the contestants are basically hunted down by what are called stalkers. They're basically just beefed up wrestlers, and they have their own special abilities to which Arnold has to survive. And that's basically the high overview of this movie. Did I miss any big things there, Joe?
There's some backdrop I think we need to hit on. It's set in 2017. It's dystopian future where basically, everything has been consolidated under a totalitarian government. There's one news source of entertainment and news, which is this company ICS, which I don't think they ever tell you what that stands for.
Like ICS, I couldn't stop thinking about IBS every time I would see it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I didn't go there, but all right. They don't tell you what ICS even means, but basically as part of the apparatus of this totalitarian government, ICS has this show that Greg is discussing, this Running Man reality show where they basically take convicted criminals, drop them into this world, and the people have to try and survive a certain amount of time in a certain space, and they then win. And since it's the only TV show, it's like the biggest. There's all this discussion like it's the best in the ratings, and that's the whole point is that it's the only thing going. So a lot of social commentary. It's based on a book written by Stephen King. Um, there's a lot to the background of it that I feel like this movie kind of glosses over, but it's an interesting watch. It's a fun watch. And I think we got to talk about where Arnold is in his career really quick.
Go ahead.
Well, you mentioned that this is like his probably it's tough to say this is his peak because T2 is still out there, but I don't know, man. This is like pretty tough to not it's undeniable where he's at. So he's in 84 he does or he basically gets his kind of his big start with Conan the Barbarian in 82. He does Conan the Destroyer in 84. I like Conan the Barbarian a lot. I'm a fan of the Barbarian. Destroyer not as good. They planned for Conan the King, they never did it. He immediately does Terminator, which kind of puts him on the map as far as like mainstreaming him. And then he has in 85 Commando, 86 Raw Deal. Both of Commando's like pretty awesome. Kind of kicks ass, I think.
When I think of Commando, I always think about that bazooka with
Oh
the
yeah.
4, like the
Yeah.
4 bazookas. And like maybe did they use that same thing in one of the Chuck Norris movies? I don't know. But
I mean, could potentially, but Commando has like a lot of like weapons and he's super jacked more than usual, I feel like.
he's oiled up.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Commando. Pretty fucking awesome. Raw
No sleeves in
Deal.
that movie.
Who?
There's no sleeves in
No
that movie.
sleeves. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Raw Deal I like. It's almost like too much for him though. He plays like an FBI agent who gets framed and there's like a lot of conspiracy stuff. Pretty good, but also like, I don't know. He's maybe not that good of an actor yet. And then we get Predator and The Running Man in 87 and you're like, "Whoa." He's
Takes
like
off.
he's really on it here. And I feel like both of those movies kind of Commando was the first like kind of the first inkling of what he was going to be, but Predator and The Running Man Predator, I think, is really he's actually really good in it, like, he's a good actor in it. The Running Man is like, this movie works on the persona of him. He's got a ton of one-liners, like,
Man,
literally almost every line is a
every
one-liner
line is a one-liner the whole
from
way
him.
through.
Yes. Tons of puns. There's, like, winks to the Terminator in this movie, in the script, like, this movie was just like, "Hey, we know what we have here. We got this guy. Everybody is all over him, and we are gonna like juice that."
They just
And
went
it's part of why it
so
works.
heavy-handed
Yeah,
on Arnold. They're like, "We got Arnold,
yeah.
that's the movie."
Because there's a lot of stuff that you like. If he wasn't in it, you'd be like, "This doesn't really jive. I don't get this part. Why did they put this in here?" And we're gonna talk about some of that stuff, but it works overall because Arnold's in it. I think.
I do wanna mention something real quick. So this is a Stephen King, story, but Stephen King, outside of writing the story, didn't have anything else really to do with this,
Yeah,
and he didn't write this book as Stephen King. It was Richard Bachman. That's
yeah.
the pseudonym he would use whenever he would write these. And so he's got a whole series of books under that pseudonym that are, I mean, people are fans of that
They're
for
like
sure.
not his whole. I think he was trying to like not prejudice the readers because people were like, "Oh, it's a Stephen King horror book," and it's like, no, he's like, "No, that's not what these are." So he was writing under a
Right.
false name, which is cool.
Yeah. I like that. I asked you guys ahead of time that, this is the first time we've talked about a Stephen King movie. And there's so many that have been made into film adaptations. But Arnold Schwarzenegger slash Stephen King. It's the first and only time it happens.
Hmm.
What other movie would you like to see from Stephen King to have Arnold in?
It's tough. Um, do you want like a cool idea or like a goofy one?
I don't know. Whatever one came to your heart first, Joe.
The first thing I thought of was Maximum Overdrive.
Oh, like you want him to be like a truck?
Yeah, I think he could do some stuff with it. The 18-wheelers storyline, we could get him involved. I
That
feel
would
like there's
be
something there.
that would be pretty funny. Yeah.
What did you
Um,
come up with?
uh, Mark, do you have anything for this?
I think it would be great to see him in. Mm, I mean, shit.
Shawshank?
Are we talking like prime? Like we want prime
Like Prime
prime
Arnold
Arnold?
in a Stephen
Yeah.
King movie.
Ooh. Hmm. Hmm. Wait, what did y'all say?
I'd say The Shining.
Hell yeah.
I'd
Wait,
want him,
taking the place of Jack?
yeah, taking the place of Jack. I want Arnold to like hack
Crack.
down the wall and crack. Oh my god, that would be so good. The Shining with Arnold.
That is pretty good. The Shining is such a great movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe give me like I'm stuck between like Pet Cemetery or The Mist. I think him in The Mist would have been kind of badass.
I think The Mist is a deep cut.
That's a deep cut, dude. I like The Mist a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the only not that I'm an avid book reader or anything, but it's one of the only books that I read by Stephen King, and it's honestly pretty good. It's
Like
pretty great.
he could have been like a little jacked boy in It, and then
Are you an It guy? I'm not an It guy, really.
all right. So I mean,
I could care
it's
less.
okay.
Couldn't
It's
care
okay.
less.
It's like the whole spider thing, basically clowns, like none of those things are like
Yeah.
big phobias for me. And I
Mhm.
understand that some people get real skeeved out about those things, but I, it, I like the original movie, and I know they have a new series on HBO that just started.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch it. I guess I'm like, I don't care.
I
Maybe I
like
should.
I like Skarsgård as It. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. He's good. It's just clowns aren't scary to me as much as they're annoying.
Stupid.
Yeah, I feel like
Sorry, I'm not
they
throwing,
used to be.
I'm not throwing shade at the clown on the show.
Oh,
He
oh,
forgot.
on the screen right now.
I see. Oh, ha 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 ha. So funny, Greg.
He
That's
forgot he's
pretty
wearing a
good.
clown outfit.
I did, I
You know what's
really
a-
did.
You know what's a deep cut Stephen King that I have a lot of time for? The Dead Zone.
The show?
Yeah.
No, the movie. Well, yeah, but the movie and the show.
Oh,
Christopher
okay.
Walken, younger Walken. I like it. Anyway, Stephen King, pretty prolific guy, written a lot of stuff. Not surprised that he's able to come up with this type of plot. It makes a lot of sense for his mind. I think that they definitely, I've not read this book, but it's definitely like, here's the thing, Greg. This movie really wants to keep it moving. They want to get to the arena and the game show, and there's backstory, and it's important, but they're like, all right, here's the deal. We're gonna get Ben Richards, Arnold's character. First of all, he has no family. He has no friends really, other than his buddies that he was in prison with.
There's no way that dude's name is Ben Richards, by the
No,
way.
of course
But
not.
go on.
That's a running joke for a lot of this era of Arnold, where it's like Mike Johnson,
He's John Kimball.
John Kimball. Yeah.
Like you're telling me that man is named John Kimball.
It's like this
with that
guy's
accent.
an Austrian bodybuilder, and we're supposed to believe that he's from like Iowa. Which part of Raw Deal, I actually think that he's like a small town sheriff in like Illinois in Raw Deal, which is like, all right, hilarious. Like I don't know. Even Predator, yes, they call him Dutch, but he's like a special forces guy. I don't know. I like that they were just like, you know what? You know that he's not from the area that we were telling you he's from in these movies, and you don't care. You're going to see it anyway. And we're like, yeah, you're right. We don't care.
That is true.
We just buy
It's kind of the charm of Arnold. I think you talked about his run. I think starting 82 in Conan, and then probably up until like 2002. I feel like it almost didn't matter his name.
I think
Because
you're
he's
right.
such a big presence on screen. I think when you think of like 80s and 90s action movie stars, I think Arnold, Sylvester. I think we've talked about this before. Arnold, Sylvester, Van Damme.
Yeah,
You
Kurt
know, these guys,
Russell, Mel
Kurt.
Gibson.
Yeah, these guys just absolutely carry these movies. And this one I thought was cool because they want him, right? They're like, oh, Ben Richards is the perfect guy for this. But also, probably when they were writing this movie or they got the script, they're like, we gotta fucking put Arnold on this thing, man. This
I
has
mean,
Arnold written
who
all
else do
over
they
it.
put on it? Stallone. Every Stallone and Arnold were
Who
always
who
compared
was
with each
attached
other.
to this?
Stallone's not. I don't know if he's a
Whoa,
runner.
whoa,
Is
whoa,
Stallone a
whoa,
runner?
dude. Whoa. Fucking Rocky, bro.
I mean, that's like
I will not
different
have
conditioning.
sly slander here, by the way.
No. It's no slander. I would more assume Arnold the runner than Sylvester.
I don't know, man. They definitely had a stunt double doing a lot of the running, especially when he's running
Oh yeah.
from in the airport. That ain't Arnold running. Did
Oh
we?
man, dude, his airport fit is so
Oh,
amazing.
it is tight.
It's so fucking good.
Did we see anything, guys, in here about who was attached to this instead of Arnold? I feel like somebody else has got to be, but I couldn't find anything.
No,
Greg,
I
did
didn't
you
see
find
anything
anything
either.
about that? Usually there's
No.
like, this is one of those things where like, oh, there's, you know, 15 people were attached to Star. And I think that might be kind of to what Mark is saying, where it's like, we pretty much, this movie gets made because they're like, oh, we could just put Arnold in this and it's just going to work. Which I don't know, man. I'm looking right now and I just don't see anything where it's like, oh,
Oh,
you
I
know,
found something.
okay,
So originally for the role that Arnold had, I got a whole list here. They considered
okay,
Christopher Reeve,
wow,
Yeah, that makes
okay,
sense. Yeah.
okay,
Patrick Swayze,
okay. I can see
Kurt
Swayze.
Russell,
This could be an
Yeah.
easy Patrick movie.
Stallone,
See,
and
you're
one more,
okay.
Harrison Ford. I
I
think any
mean,
one of those guys could have done this. It would have
it's
been a
not the
different
same
movie,
though. Yeah.
but I think any one of them could have done it, and it probably would have been good as well.
Yeah. But see, that's where I don't know, man. I think the only guy who comes close to kind of the winking good nature of Arnold is Kurt Russell, where it's like he's kind of having fun with it. And I think if you put Harrison Ford or even Sly in this, it's too serious. It's too dystopian. It's too like, oh, the fate of the universe hinges on this movie's like for it being an apocalyptic movie, it's kind of fun.
What year did Escape from LA come out?
1980 Escape from LA came out in 1997. That movie
Sorry, Escape from New
sucks.
York.
1982.
So, like, did you not get Escape from New York vibes in
Oh,
this?
heavy. Yeah,
I thought the
very
same
much so.
thing. It was very much like, is this?
Escape from New York builds the world so much better, though. That's the difference. Like, there's a couple times in this movie where I'm like, because they're like, there's a 400 square block radius that the game exists in, except they really only play the game in like these little rooms that they control. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like, if it's 400 square blocks, why are they in the hockey rink with Professor Tanaka? Like, what the fuck? There was some stuff like that where I was like, ah. Whereas I feel like Escape from New York, to your point, Greg, is like, this is the world. They set it up really well. I don't know. One thing I did notice about the police in this movie is they're wearing softball batting helmets. Did you guys check that out?
I caught that. It
Yeah,
was very
pretty good.
strange. I was like, those
Yeah,
helmets look
yeah.
funny.
Like little league softball with the 2 ear holes on either side.
Yes.
Yeah, very. I guess maybe the budget for the wardrobe was a little low in this movie. I think we've hit Arnold pretty strongly here. I'm
Okay.
kind of
Let's talk about Richard Dawson.
okay. Go ahead. I don't have a
He's
lot on
basic.
him.
He's basically the opposite acting of Arnold in this.
Yeah, he's the villain.
He's our villain. Real quick, I also found people that they consider for Richard Dawson's character.
Okay.
By the way, if you don't know Richard Dawson, he basically made a career out of being a game show host, which
Yeah.
was funny because they made him a game show host in this movie.
It's kind of a play on his actual life.
Yeah, and I mean his I think his biggest thing was probably Family Feud,
Yeah.
and he got a lot of flack because anytime they would do Family Feud, did you ever see him on there, Joe?
Oh yeah.
He would go up and kiss all the women on the lips.
He was like extremely forward,
Yes,
kind of
and
scummy.
it was scummy. It was controversial. Like the network
Yes.
kept trying to get him to stop doing it, but he refused to do it.
Yeah.
So he would kiss them all on the lips.
Yeah.
And he's
weird.
got like a little nod to that in this when he's
Oh,
like
yeah.
interviewing one of the old ladies. He's like, all right, but no tongue. I was like,
Yeah.
chill
He's
out,
very.
Richard Dawson.
There's a couple things in this movie that are like very of the time pop culture references like that. They do an I'll Be Back reference, obviously, to Arnold's Terminator role. But yeah, go
Huge.
on.
So people they considered for the Richard Dawson role. By the way, I hate his character's name. It's
Killian?
uh, Damon
Damon.
Killian, spelled with a
Killian's great,
Kill.
man.
Like, come on.
It's a good
the,
name.
I
the
like
guy
that.
that's like killing everybody, his last name is
Oh,
Killian.
I love it. I think it's awesome.
That's like
That's
like
what this
being a
movie is,
serial
though.
that's like being a serial killer and like having your last name murderer.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not nuancing things here. We got fucking Mick Fleetwood in this movie. And his
Okay.
name, you know what his character's name is? Mick.
Yeah, I saw that. It was Mick. Mick Fleetwood is in this movie. He's got almost no roles. He's in 2 scenes, and it just leads me to think, was Mick Fleetwood, did he just like happen to wander onto the set accidentally?
Yeah, like why were they like we need Fleetwood for this? It's very
Like-
weird.
Could we not get someone else?
I mean, was Fleetwood Mac having a comeback in the late 80s? I don't think so.
I don't think so, but
I mean, they're an incredible band, but like, all right. I mean, okay. Anyway,
all right.
Richard
I
Dawson.
know you said he got some flack. This was the last thing he ever did.
Yeah. Richard Dawson died very
Yeah.
quickly after this.
Uh-huh.
No, he died in 2012.
Oh, I thought I'm thinking of the opera singer bad guy. He died before this movie came out. Richard Dawson yeah, you're right. He just stopped doing anything.
This was it.
Yeah.
He's incredible in this though. He's like
okay,
really good.
So people they considered for the Richard Dawson role. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson.
Wow.
And I mean, that dude would have chewed on every inch of scenery.
Yeah.
And I mean everything if he was in that movie.
But really, if you think about Nicholson's career, he still wasn't doing movies like that. And the first movie that he's like, yes, I will completely not sell out, but I will compromise my artistic integrity for like a pop culture movie is what, Greg?
Batman?
Right. 2 years later. So he's like
Yeah.
almost there to do it, but he probably was still like, nah, I'm looking for an Oscar.
Yeah. I got 3 more that they considered for it. These
Okay.
are wild.
Okay.
Chevy Chase.
Damn.
He could have done it, man.
He could have killed it. I like
He
Chevy
could have
at this
done
era.
that, right?
He's like a notorious prick. Like everybody fucking hates that guy. Literally everybody. People on Community hate him. All of the SNL cast hate Chevy Chase. But man, he's got some bangers in the 80s.
Even
I mean,
back in
okay.
the day, they would have
Hated him, dude.
really.
He only did
I
one
don't
season of
know.
SNL and
The
left.
National
And-
Lampoon's movie holds such like a close place in my heart. They're my
yeah, I
favorite.
mean, I'm a Fletch guy. I love Fletch.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about this one? Gene Wilder.
God damn.
No,
Love
that's
Gene
another-
Wilder.
That's another crazy one,
Yes. All 3 of those would have been incredible.
right? Wait till you hear the 4th one.
Okay.
Bill Murray.
Wow.
Mm,
He's almost
no,
too
no.
dry.
he's too good.
He's too dry.
But like of those 4 people, like
I mean, those are
wouldn't have been
all- yeah,
I wouldn't
no.
have been upset at any of them.
No, and so the it's interesting because what they've basically done from what I can tell for the new movie is they've split that role into 2. It seems they have they've basically, this is like very interesting, but Coleman Domingo, who's an Oscar nominated actor, who's awesome. He is like the Killian on screen presence, like the actual like showrunner, with the microphone in front of the live audience. But then Josh Brolin is like the puppet master controlling guy. Whereas in this movie, the original, they're both played by Richard Dawson. Like they just, I think they split those. It's almost like they were like, we don't have anybody who could do this. both, so we're gonna just cut it down the middle and like divide that role up. So that'll be an interesting comparison to see how that plays out in the first movie because obviously they're afraid they couldn't capture what he was able to put together.
I also want we kind of skipped over this, and I want to make sure that we mention this real quick. The director of this movie is Paul Michael Glaser
Yeah, Glazer.
and Glaser.
Yeah.
He as a director, he doesn't have many movies under his belt,
Yeah.
and Running Man's probably the most popular one, but
The next one he does is huge.
the most controversial one, I think, is probably Kazam, which is the Shaquille O'Neal
Shaq
movie with Shaq.
Horrible.
I'll be real, guys. I loved that movie growing up.
Well, yeah,
That
you were a
shit,
fucking kid, bro.
dude. That shit did numbers in my household.
Well,
He was known by Steel back then. Also,
oh, that's
Well,
right.
That's another
Yeah.
Shaq movie.
Yep.
Greg, you skipped over Cutting Edge, bro.
Cutting Edge. Well, sorry. So
You
here's
not
the
seen
deal.
Cutting Edge?
Yeah, I've seen it, but Kazam is controversial because you can't like people get that one mixed up with the Sinbad movie where he was a genie.
Yeah.
And
Although
the
I think
Sinbad
he
one,
wasn't though.
no, he was. That movie does exist, but
Are
you
you
can't
sure?
get VHS copies anywhere. It's a real movie.
Sinbad. What was it called? Shazam.
It might have been. Yeah, I think that's. Let me look this
I was
up
like,
real
because
quick.
I was a big Sinbad fan as a kid. I don't know why. He was like, I don't know why he was so popular
Me
in
neither.
those like
He had a run
kid
at some
movies.
point.
He was hot.
I feel like I
Yeah,
read
Shazam.
somewhere that this doesn't.
It was called
exist.
Shazam, right?
Yeah, it's a real movie, and the cover looks almost the same. There's a Shaquille O'Neal movie called Kazam, and then there's a Sinbad movie called Shazam.
That one also did numbers in my household.
And a lot of people say it's like the Mandela effect, but I've seen copies of this movie online.
I've watched it a lot.
Jesus Christ.
This is not the rabbit hole you thought you were going down
No
tonight
shit.
with this movie.
Let's move on.
All right, so back to anyone else in the cast that we'd like to
we
back
chat
got to
to
about.
talk about
Sinbad.
my girl.
Yeah, Maria Conchita
Oh,
Alonso.
Guys.
See, now when you talk about a smoke show, that's
Fellas.
not. Who was the one girl that y'all called the secret smoke show?
Kathy Bates.
Oh, Kathy Bates.
So this is not Kathy Bates smoke show.
Dude,
This girl.
Maria Conchita Alonso is. I don't even know what to say.
So we
I love
know
her.
We
And
know her from two big movies. We know her from Predator Part 2,
Predator
which
2.
is I like Predator 2. I think it's a good movie. And
It's
then
okay. It's pretty good.
Colors.
Colors.
She's great in Colors.
She's great. I've got a third that I need to recommend to people. I don't think either of you have seen it.
Okay.
It's this movie called Extreme Prejudice. Paul and I are big fans. It's
Never heard of it.
Okay, Nick Nolte, Powers Booth. Nick Nolte plays a Texas Ranger. Powers Booth plays a drug dealer that he grew up with who has moved to Mexico and is like dealing drugs out of Mexico in the 80s. It's directed by Walter Hill, who directed The Warriors, 48 Hours. Legend. Walter Hill is like an incredible action director. Maria Conchita Alonso plays Nick Nolte's current girlfriend who used to date Powers Booth, the bad guy. And she is on fire in that movie. And it's like,
Dude, this looks awesome.
Extreme Prejudice.
Yeah.
Guys, we could do this movie. It is so incredible. It's like Sam Peckinpah style shootouts. There's like a Black Ops like Green Beret team in it. It's fucking money. We might have to do this, Greg. I might have to pull an audible here. This might be added to the list. It's so good, and she's incredible in it.
Rip Torn. Let's go.
Rip Torn, Powers Booth, Clancy Brown gets to play a good guy. Michael Ironside. It's really good. I think we might add this for the next season. I think I'm just
Yeah. The way this trailer is like
fuck
being
yeah.
the trailer is so tough. It reminds me of Justified.
Hell yeah. All right.
What
We're doing
about
it. We're doing
what
it.
about the
On
movie
list.
Vampire's Kiss with Nick Cage? She was in
Love
that
it.
too.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, she was in that?
Yeah.
Guys.
Not the main though, right? No way.
Yeah, I think that was like the
she's-
main
yeah.
girl in it.
She's amazing. I don't know that
She's still killing it.
she still
by
is
the way.
killing it. She's got a bunch of Grammy nominations. She's a performer of Cuban and Venezuelan descent. I don't know that a woman has looked as good as she looks in this movie. I'm not kidding.
Dude, I don't know, man.
I was blown away by her stunning beauty.
That one, was it De Niro? That one De Niro movie, Heist.
Ronan?
No, oh, not De Niro. Pacino.
You're thinking of Straight Time with
Dude, Straight Time. That dude.
Yeah, that she looked.
that
I
one.
mean, yeah, she's amazing in that too. I just think we got to take a second for Maria Conchita. She looks so great in this. There's some weird stuff in the beginning. I gotta say, I didn't quite understand the workout in the
lingerie.
slip. Yeah, so she gets home from work.
She's like, time to put on something comfortable.
Well, but no, see, I don't think she was putting on anything comfortable. She was wearing like a business skirt with a suit top. And my interpretation was she just took those things off and had what I believe women call a slip underneath. And then she's like, I'm doing
Joe is mansplaining a slip to us right now
in the slip. And that I've always been like, why did they do that? Why didn't they have her like wearing like leotards or something? Because
okay, I gotta mention this.
Okay,
she was working out to Jesse the Body Ventura workout video.
Captain Freedom, yeah.
Captain Freedom. By the way, these guys that are stalkers, basically, they come across to me as American gladiators.
Okay, we got to talk about that, dude. We got to talk about American
We'll get to that.
Okay.
But she's watching this exercise video from Jesse the Body, and all I wanted was Jesse to have like a cigar in his mouth in between like sets. And just be like, I wanted him to have the hat from Predator and be a sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Well, what's crazy is that he's not actually working out. There's like a bunch of ladies working out, and he's just like berating the workout person on the. He's like berating you through the TV.
It's pretty good. I would buy that, by the way.
Captain Freedom.
I have it.
Oh,
yeah, no, like Captain Freedom, like workout video, just like yelling at me, calling me names.
So. I think we kind of sum this up, but he basically, Ben Richards, we get this, okay. There's a bunch of problems in America at this time because of this totalitarian regime. People are rioting. There's no food. Life is bad. And Ben Richards is a helicopter pilot who's on a mission. He sees a bunch of starving Americans and he's ordered to eliminate them all. And instead he refuses to do so. Which there's an interesting, pretty bad fight inside the helicopter cockpit. I was like, this isn't good, guys. Not great.
It's not a great start. Yeah,
no,
it's not a hot
it's
start.
not a lot. No. But he gets imprisoned because of this.
They get into a fight in a helicopter.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And we've already established that Greg can fly a helicopter, by the way, from the Dawn of the Dead episode. The guys said, yeah,
you can kind of fly a helicopter.
Anyways, we've talked about fighting in a car before. We talked about car jitsu. Helicopter jiu-jitsu, Joe. What are your thoughts on this? What's your move here?
The problem is he's in the worst position to be doing it because he's
the pilot.
It. Yeah. So they didn't think that through. Like, I don't know. Maybe they could have just made him like the gunner.
You obviously don't know how a helicopter works.
Yeah, well, tell us.
Explain. Yeah, explain, Greg.
So listen, if you just take your hands off the controller of the helicopter, it'll just hover right there.
Oh, really? It's that easy.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Interesting.
Oh, it's that.
Yeah. It kind of flies itself, if I'm being honest.
You can tell that they weren't sure how to film this because they do a lot of like Arnold goes like this, and then they cut to his fist hitting a guy's face. You're like, okay.
Lots of cuts.
We got a lot of back fist action in this
couple
movie.
Back fists, a couple elbows. But it basically, I don't know. They knock him out because he refuses this order.
Do you believe that would have happened to Arnold?
Yeah, I think Arnold's, 4 guys, one guy hit him with the butt of a shotgun. Probably realistic, guys. Let's be honest.
I think he eats it.
Like, if he's the pilot, he could just play a game of chicken with them. Throw your guns out the window.
Or why didn't he just whip the stick around and dump some of them? Yeah, he didn't do that, though.
Like,
he tried
we're gonna do a loop-de-loop in the helicopter. Hey, that was the quietest helicopter ride I've ever seen in my life as well. Did you catch that?
Yeah, there's
like
definitely
they're talking like normal voice, and you can hear them like doing things like
they're glossing over a lot here for sure.
Yeah. They don't think
So, but
that
this
the
is, like, so
American
weird, like,
public.
why did they do this? Because here's the thing, they capture him, and it
Yeah,
cuts to a year later, I think they say, like, 18 months later,
I
and
know
he's
where
in,
you're
like, a
going with
hard
this.
labor camp. Okay,
I've got the answer.
okay. So, he's in a labor camp, he meets Yaphet Kotto and this other dude who's, like, a hacker, and we are basically thrust right into their escape plot, and they escape. They have these
This whole
exploding rings around their heads, around their
this whole
necks.
scene was just so we could see Arnold carrying big beams of steel
Yeah,
on his
he's carrying, like, a
shoulders.
For
huge I beam.
100%.
That was true. They're like, "That worked in Commando with the log. Let's do it here."
I feel yeah, that's like the exact same scene,
Yeah,
right?
it
It's like
is.
the same
It
thing.
really is.
They're like, huh, let's make that his calling card.
Just
I'll
do
be
that
back,
here.
carry a big something over his shoulder.
Some big piece of matter. But it just to me, it was kinda weird because they basically escape, and they get these exploding necklaces taken off, but they escape only to get recaptured. They all get recaptured. This is what
Yeah.
happens. He goes to Maria Conchita Alonso's apartment, which used to be his brother's apartment, who we've never met. He breaks in when she's doing her workouts, and she's like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "This was my brother's apartment. Now you're going to help me escape. We're going to go to the airport and fly out of here." She turns him in at the airport. He gets recaptured in a bad running scene for Arnold. I got to say, bad running scene. For a running
Can't run very
man,
fast.
not great. I did like the big net gun that they used, though. I thought that was kind of cool, even though it
You know
looked
that
like they didn't use it properly.
that
And I want to
net.
go into that, Greg.
All right, yeah. Let's talk about this net gun. That net.
Okay.
The '80s led me to believe that net guns were going to be far more prevalent in my life
Yeah.
daily than it actually is. I
Never really
How
seen one.
prevalent, Greg?
like I've never seen one at all.
No.
And like
When
I was hoping I would
when
see one like maybe once a month or something, the way that the '80s had it cracked out. Like,
I mean,
people running in a mall, they get net guns.
but
we're just
the
not capturing more people with nets is
but the
what
net gun, I
you're
feel
saying.
like in this movie, you'd think that they would want to like shoot it at the legs to like tie his legs up.
Are net guns
Mm,
real, Joe?
I don't know. I mean,
that's actually a great question.
I do know that like, you know,
Hold on.
ancient cultures used the bolo, which would be like
Yeah,
a similar version,
sure.
except they would
Yeah,
use it to capture like an animal's legs so that they couldn't run. In
right.
this movie, the net gun acts as like a drape over Arnold. Like it's
Like
literally
if
like
somebody draped me with a net, I'd be like, "Get this off me."
yeah, you just like
Okay,
keep running.
I think we are forgetting about the animal control
Mm.
users of America
No,
or,
we
of
talked
the
about that.
world.
We just said that.
They're the ones that primarily these are the target for the CO2 cartridge
It just seemed like
net tangles.
this was like this like a soccer net from like a kid's soccer goal that they like put some rubber mallets on the end of, and it like lands on Arnold, doesn't seem to knock him down, and he's just like, ah! He does a lot of groaning and grunting in this movie, I gotta say, guys.
I mean,
There's a lot of
this is
Arnold.
prime.
Yeah. This year, because he does a lot in Predator. Come on,
Yeah.
kill me! I'm here. There's a lot of that in Predator. He does similar stuff here in this movie.
Yeah.
But okay, so here's my question. He gets recaptured. Why didn't they just not have him escape? I don't know why we did all of that.
Like we had a whole all right, Joe. It's because they needed to fill up time
Oh,
in the movie.
okay. Okay.
That's why we get like the In Living Color dance scene with the girls here in a little bit when the show
did you
started.
read this, dude? You know who choreographed that?
Paula Abdul.
Paul Abdul, baby. Yeah.
What in the world?
And those are
Like,
Laker girls.
what is going on?
Hey, man, she was hot on the scene. Get her in here. Get some dance moves.
But that's not needed for this movie.
Greg, you know that I want to do a little Paul Abdul here real quick. Do you
Oh,
know
boy.
her story?
What about her story?
Okay, so she's a dancer,
Yes.
not a vocalist, not a singer. And they were
I
like,
think I knew that.
this chick can move, which she can. Great dancer. And they're like, you know what? Let's just teach her how to kind of sing, and then she can just dance and kind of sing, and people will buy it. And people fucking did.
Well, need I remind you of a little group called Milli Vanilli?
Well, she's a little more legit than them.
Mark, do you know about Milli Vanilli?
the name sounds familiar,
Oh,
but
man.
Oh,
What the
this
fuck?
is good. Little
what
history
do you
lesson.
mean? What the
Come
fuck?
on,
What year?
dude.
What year?
It's
What
the
year was
80s. He
Milli
wasn't even
Vanilli?
alive,
I
Joe.
I was a sperm, Joe.
Jesus.
Hey,
What do
much-
you want?
Too much information, but go on.
Hey, we were all there once.
Mark, there was a group in the 80s called Milli Vanilli, and they were like these two bodybuilder dudes. They were like
Oh.
just like
They
decked
were
out. They had
from the
they had-
Caribbean islands.
yeah,
right?
they were like they had like the dance moves. You know the dance. You're thinking it in your head, Joe.
Yeah.
But it came
Blonde
out that they were-
dreads.
yeah,
Dude, he looks like Drake.
Dude, they
Yeah,
were super
and-
jacked with blonde dreads.
Whoa.
and they were busted for. They were the first,
Wait,
I
is
think,
that-
group to be busted for lip singing.
Well, they won
Oh.
Grammys. They won
Yeah.
like they won everything. They were like top of the charts. It was like a big deal, and there was like, oh, these guys lip synced all of this.
This is
It
all
was
fake.
was that bad? That was like a bad look.
Well, they
for
didn't.
them?
They weren't the actual singers of any of it.
So it was like somebody else.
Oh.
They would have the like
They got some other dudes.
they
that
got like
could actually
Steve and
sing,
John in the background singing, and Millie and Vanilli were in front acting like it was them. It wasn't.
just moving their lips and
Paul Abdul more
another
legit than
tangent.
that.
Another tangent you didn't have on your bingo card for
We gotta
tonight,
talk,
Joe.
we're going to talk about Mick Fleetwood again coming up. Anyway,
Yeah,
okay, so this movie kind of ventures a little bit into the social commentary, Greg. I mean, it's heavy-handed with some of it, but the whole thing about like consumerism and kids are watching TV and Americans and all they care about is TV. It's kind of like RoboCopy a little bit. How it's
yes,
it's created
Yes.
this like dystopian future where society has collapsed due to like our own negative impulses,
I thought
which
the
is-
same thing. I thought
which I liked.
I thought this movie was like Escape from New York meets RoboCop meets
Yeah.
Total Recall.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between there is what we got.
That's right.
It's sci-fi.
That's right.
Sci-fi action.
One of the things that they notice, so we meet Killian, and he's like all about like ratings, and which I thought was funny because he was like, "Where are we?" And she's like, "Well, we're the only show, so we're number one." He's like, "As long as those numbers keep going up, it's like you're the only show, dude." Which
Who are
I
you
think is
competing against.
again, like I think that's got to be like a commentary about like we're just like striving for more, never satisfied.
How about that show they quickly cut to where it's like the dude's climbing a rope trying to get money and dogs
Love
are
it.
jumping up trying
Amazing.
to bite him.
And then they tear gas him so he falls off the rope. Hilarious.
This is I
Great
feel like
stuff.
this is I don't know if it's Korea or Japan that has all the crazy shows. Did you ever see
Both.
MXC Extreme Action Replay?
Sure.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That's what this reminds me of.
Yeah, I mean, American Ninja Warrior it started as Ninja Warrior in Japan.
Yeah, same deal.
Yeah.
Japan's got the good
instead-
ideas.
Everyone's jacked,
In this movie?
That's true.
roided out of their minds.
In what
Yes.
show? Not in,
This
not
in the
here.
Running Man.
The Running
In the
Man.
Running Man.
I don't know, man. Dynamo, not roided.
He's got you there, man.
He's got me. He's got me.
So Killian is like, we need this guy, Ben Richards. He's called the Butcher of Bakersfield. And they basically have concocted this story that he actually did murder all these people. That's why they imprisoned him. So he's like, great, get this guy out there. He's a sensationalist. Let's get him on. We need to recruit him and put him on the Running Man. They do, and he's like, he says no, and then they show him Yaphet Kotto, who's awesome in this, totally underutilized. They kind of screw him over, and the other
Agreed.
guy, the hacker guy, and they're basically like, we're going to kill your friends if you don't do the Running Man. He's like, okay. They don't really talk about when they juice him up. Why did they do that?
They're like
So they're
trying to-
prepping him to be on the show,
and they're like injecting him with everything.
right?
And
they're
I
like,
think one of it is so they can
bioflavonoids.
track. Yeah, they could like track him in some
one is
way.
tracking, yeah, but
Yeah.
they like first of all they show a close up where they jam a needle in between the webbing of his fingers,
Like,
which was like,
why there?
"Oh, that was
Why
bad."
there? They put
Well-
hockey pucks in his mouth to like bite down on before
Yeah,
they do.
yeah.
that.
And they don't really tell us why they're doing this, but it's just like he's getting prepped for the Running Man, and then he's in it. They throw him out there, and we get like all this pomp and circumstance. We get the Laker girls dancing. Killian is just like going crazy with the crowd interaction stuff.
Also, Hunger Games vibes. I think Hunger Games completely ripped off some of
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah, and I
Like,
feel like anything that's like a game show where there's peril now, it seems like it's kind of stemming from this because this is really the first one.
yeah, that's fair. I don't remember what year Battle Royale came out, but
2000.
2000.
That
All
movie's
right.
awesome.
Definitely. So that could have taken. I mean, I don't know. Could have taken inspiration from this as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, basically what you get is they throw these people in these like sleds and they rocket them through like this series of tunnels, which looks like Space Mountain. That was some cool effects. However, they did
Dude,
that.
that is the longest tunnel
It was so
ever,
long.
by the way.
I
Where
wanna
the hell
ride
did they
that.
send them?
But they were
How far away were
They were cool.
Why-
Those were cool.
Why were they so far away from the studio?
I don't know. And it seemed like they really weren't. That's one thing this movie kind of fails at for me was like, where are they?
True.
Like, what are they doing? I thought they were
Yeah.
because Killian's like, there's 400 square blocks. And you're like, but they're only in these like 3 little rooms. So I didn't really
Joe.
get that.
Who would you want to play a modern Killian in a remake? I know we got a remake coming out. I'm not sure who's playing him in the new one.
I think it's we talked about it. It's Coleman Domingo and Josh Brolin are like split.
Oh, gotcha.
What
Who
about
would
like
you
Steve
want?
Harvey? What about Steve Harvey?
Okay, like you would want Steve Harvey?
I don't know.
What?
I mean, he's a game show
hell?
guy. I think it would be kind of funny.
I'd probably go with like, I don't know, Guy Fieri. Let's go to Flavor
That's
Town,
pretty
baby.
good.
Ooh,
I like
that would
that.
be a good one.
That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe we
He
should
could get
I
me
mean,
pumped up about anything, you know?
What about like is there a good woman for that?
like
Hmm.
a female host? Like you want Oprah?
Yeah, she's
Dude, evil Oprah would
Evil
go
Oprah might be
crazy.
good. Might be good.
We could do evil Oprah.
Instead of
on
everybody
that. I
gets a
could see
car, everybody gets the front row. They all get blown up with the
that.
necklaces.
That's just good TV. That's called
Yeah.
ratings, baby.
That's right.
What a treat.
So, okay, basically the game show is you just got to survive. And it's very clear that no one does, except for these 3 guys that they say won, which we'll talk about later because it turns out they didn't. We got to talk about the stalkers because those are the adversaries that the running men have to deal with.
Okay, I feel like whoever came up with the stalkers basically took villains from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's a good call.
Like we just got like the most random ass dudes with abilities.
Yeah, I think this is a very 80s thing because it's all like kind of zany they have to have a code name that corresponds to their ability.
So the first stalker is Sub-Zero.
They all
and
suck, dude.
He's Professor Tanaka, who's
Yeah.
a wrestler.
I only
and
know him
he's
from
got-
3 Ninjas.
Yeah, and he's got a giant hockey stick that's got a blade on the end of it, and he's got hockey pucks that explode.
So here's the thing, Greg. Like, all right, this is just like I like this movie. I really do. It's really fun. We got to talk about this. Okay, I've got this idea. I want one of these bad guys to be like a hockey guy. Okay, hockey's
Okay.
big. L.A. Kings, Wayne Gretzky. At this point of the 1980s, he's going to have a hockey puck with a blade on it. He's going to be skating around. Let's get a huge Japanese wrestler to play this guy.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Like,
Japanese
why-
Doesn't that
Like, why
doesn't
don't
that
we
make the most sense though? like in an outlandish
Uh,
way, post-apocalyptic.
I mean, like, get Wayne Gretzky. Dude,
You're
if you
not
said
bringing
Wayne,
out there.
it would be
Dude.
incredible.
Yeah, they don't have the budget for that.
I mean,
This
this
thing
movie,
cost 27 mil.
it did make its money back. It made money. It made $38 million. But so like
Yeah.
that is just like that just didn't line up for me. I'm like, all right. They kind of and so like, fucking Ben kills this guy. Like, no problem. He's gonna fucking smoke this
And
guy.
he's got like he might as well have like killed him and said chill out.
Yeah, he does have lines here. I forgot what it was, but it was a line for sure.
He drops a one-liner. Hey, who would you like? So we're talking about these different like stalkers and how they got abilities.
Great name,
What,
by the way. Stalkers. That's cool.
yeah.
Stalkers is a great name.
Yeah.
Well, so for both of you guys, what would you guys want as a stalker? Like, for instance, do you want like Danny DeVito to be Sub-Zero instead? or do
I
you
want
want like
fucking Gretzky.
oh, you want Gretzky? And like,
Yeah.
what stalker would you want with unique abilities? Because you could basically, this is like coming up with the villains for Gremlins 2 at this point.
I mean, all these villains, all these stalkers are shit.
What would you have?
I don't know. I mean, just like go with one thing.
You want like a samurai stalker, Joe?
I mean, sure, but like Buzzsaw, right? The guy with the fucking motor, or the guy with the chainsaws. Instead of just having him have chainsaws, they have him on a motorcycle. Like, just go with the chainsaws. I just feel like they're not sure what they want here. Dynamo, he shoots electric bolts, but he's also an opera singer. Like, what the fuck are we? And he drives like an armored ATV.
He looks like a light bright.
He looks like a light bright. I thought the exact same thing. So, like, I don't know. I think there were 3 swings, 3 misses on these stalkers, even though I appreciate the effort. And I think it's now kind of funny looking back, but like, I don't know, dude. Were any of these guys, even fucking Fireball, who's played by Jim Brown, who at one time held the rushing record for a long time in the NFL, one of the greatest players to ever fucking
He was a
put
former
helmet on.
Raider, right?
No, former Cleveland Brown.
Oh, okay.
But why did you have Jim Brown be Fireball? Like,
what did you want him to be? Running back man?
I mean, there's got to be something you can do with like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Could have been the other running man.
okay, so here's the thing, Greg. We got another tangent here. There's a film called The Dirty Dozen. All right, it's a 1967 war movie. It's fucking awesome, right?
Yes, I'm
Lee
familiar.
Marvin, Charles Bronson, James Comer's not in it. Lee Marvin, Charles Bronson, John Cassavetes. You know who's in this movie? Jim Brown.
Oh, Jim Brown's in The Dirty Dozen?
Yeah.
I don't think I realized that.
Okay, at the spoiler alert for a 50-year-old movie that everyone should watch because it's awesome. But there's a scene at the end of the movie where Jim Brown, there's all these rows of like air ducts that Jim Brown is going to run. And as he runs by them, he's going to throw these hand grenades in them. They have to blow up this like bunker, right? And of course you have Jim Brown do that because Jim Brown is a running back. So it's like, get it? And he does it and it's cool. But it's like, they didn't do that here. I'm like, what the fuck, guys?
Joe wanted Jim Brown to look like the Road Warriors.
Hell yes.
He wanted giant spikes on some shoulder pads, and he's running and like
exactly. That's the stuff I think we're missing here. I'm not saying I could write this movie, but I can improve it.
Mark, what would you want for a villain here? One of the stalkers.
Imagine they actually bring out like Rocky. And you have to fucking box.
Oh, that's actually awesome.
You have to box Stallone. That would have been incredible.
That's all. Cool. You got to do 5 rounds with Stallone.
5 rounds.
Yeah. Stallone's
no
really
gloves.
small,
though. I guess I thought of something different. I was like, based on like the way they came up with these zany characters.
Yeah.
You might as well have just added man to the end of any household object, and you could have just been like,
sure,
I've got plunger man, I've got refrigerator man. And these could have been the villains.
They probably would have been better.
Yeah, this is kind of the direction they went with these stalkers, though.
Yeah. Well, what happens here, we got to mention there's 2 things we got to mention. Number 1, as far as plotline goes, she gets caught and they throw her in the game with him, along with his 2 buddies. So now it's kind of like a little bit of a team. We got to talk about the drip here.
Oh?
The fucking leotards, the unitard suits, Adidas. With the name? Come on, bros.
Didn't hate him.
Loved them. Greg, I feel like this is a no-gi attire for you. You could do this. You are a kind of guy that would wear the full body suit. No shorts.
I would never do that. I think we've talked about this. I don't like a matching top with a matching bottom.
I don't either. And I just said the no shorts thing because I said it before you could say it about me. Because that's like a major fucking violation. Yeah. Honestly, I think you should be removed from a gym if you do that.
If you're wearing like spats with those shorts.
Yeah. You need to be, you are out. You are not allowed to roll until you put some fucking shorts on.
I'm not rolling with that person, but I will go up to him and slap his crotch with the back of my hand and say, put some shorts on.
These unitards are pretty fly.
On everyone except for Yaphet Kotto.
Yeah, he's holding a little extra weight. He didn't get in shape for this. I'll tell you who looks great in it.
Ring on him.
I'll tell you who looks great.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Maria. She's dynamite, man. I was just blown away with her. I really was.
Joe. Joe loves her.
I'll tell you what, when we do Extreme Prejudice, which we're now doing. Mark's in. We're doing it. It's even
Dude, I'm sold.
it's so fucking good. And it's a Texas movie. You guys love that shit. Okay, so he's killed he kills Sub-Zero. Kill is like Buzzsaw kill pretty good. We get a
He
crotch
kills
chop.
Sub-Zero by wrapping barbed wire around his neck.
Yeah, and he
and pulling
says,
it tight.
what does he say? He has something where he's like,
He lost his
hanging
head.
around or something.
Oh yeah,
something like
something
that.
dumb.
It is like
So
that.
good.
It's good.
It's so good.
He kills Buzzsaw with the his own chainsaw to the crotch. Pretty good kill.
Yeah, like he says the saw is me and I'm the saw or
Great.
something
That's
like
actually
that.
kind of a sick line. We are one.
And then he goes, "Why don't you keep it?"
You can
and
keep
then he
it.
jams it back into his crotch.
Pretty good.
And then he tricks Dynamo into like following him in his dune buggy like up a like a hill of trash. And like he flips his dune buggy
Dude,
over.
If you look for our audience, if you maybe Mark, this is like a post-production thing where you can add this fucking fat guy in the light bright suit who's actually an opera singer on this. This is like defies all probability and imagination that they were like, this is a good idea for a bad guy.
I
He
feel
is
like
the dumbest
because
thing I've ever seen.
I feel like because he's an opera singer, Joe would have been like, I want him to like sing operatic so loudly that it busts people's eardrums.
Yeah,
You have
like
to close your
let's use that.
ears.
Let's use that. Like, come
and
on.
Joe's like, no, let's make him into a light bright.
We got Gretzky. Let's use this opera singer. His talents are singing.
We're really not playing to the skill set of our talent, is
That's
what
right.
he's saying.
And it's just weird because it's like, why did they do this? Why did they have him sing opera?
These all just look like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle villains from a weekly
Dude, but
episode.
Bebop and Rocksteady are awesome.
It also reminds me of like the Hellraiser little side
Oh,
character.
yeah, that's good.
The Cinnabites.
That's good.
Yeah, they really don't have a purpose aside from, you know, being in front of someone. Like the Cinnabites, you know, they look awesome.
Yeah.
And I know you hate these guys, Joe, but I thought they looked fucking
No, I
cool,
like
man.
them. I like them ironically though. I think it's
Yeah,
awesome. I love it. But it's also like,
it's like
did we maximize this, guys? I don't know. This could have been like awesome and was kind of like,
for the budget they had, I think they made the most out of this movie, which
Sure.
I assume they planned to be over the top. Like, okay, let's
I think
make
for
this
the time,
as over the top as
yeah,
possible.
they were like, this chainsaw guy is crazy. The thing that's crazy, did you guys notice that? Did you guys notice
Yes, more chainsaw.
More chainsaw.
Did you guys
Let's have him
notice
kill
that-
himself?
that both Dynamo and Fireball, because he ends up killing Fireball with a flare, he like rips the gas tank apart and throws a flare on him, and he burns up Jim Brown, burns Jim Brown. But
Yeah, what,
they
and
both,
he drops another one-liner. I don't even remember what it is. The one-liner's so corny. It's
they're
something
really
like,
bad. They're
it's
bad.
something like he lost his cool or something like
That's,
that.
I think that's what it was. The thing is, though, both of them were like, go to commercial. When they're getting beaten down, they're like, cut to commercial. And Arnold is having none of it. But again, like more of like a commentary on like, this is all fabricated except for the people that are actually getting killed. The
How
average
about
person.
the people that are betting on this? Like, I know Mark's real into Vegas and
stuff.
betting,
Yeah.
but like, I just want to point this out. They are not at like a casino or in a building. They're like at a junkyard betting
Yeah.
frantically.
Like
Like
two guys with a huge chalkboard, like writing numbers, taking
what
lines.
turns in life do you have to take that you end up in a junkyard betting on
Dude,
reality
like
TV?
cockfight. It looks like
right,
cockfighting.
bro, right now. Not much has to happen. I'll be there. Dude, you're telling me I get to go bet and make money on people playing this game?
I mean, look at the
I'll be there
NBA, Greg.
Dude, yeah. As soon as
Chauncey
we end this
Billups.
podcast.
Yeah. You
Some
can bet on
controversy.
sports, but betting in a junkyard is my point.
True. Well, I mean,
What are we doing?
that may have been like the Taj Mahal of LA at this point. It's all fucking,
I guess
wasteland.
must have been.
Yeah. Oh, we got to talk a little bit about, there's this subplot about them like editing footage. So they've obviously lied about Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this was a little bit like, all right, they lied about Arnold being the butcher of Bakersfield because he's not. And then they edit footage where they like basically use a stunt double to manipulate the audience into thinking that both Arnold gets killed by Captain Freedom and our girl Maria gets killed. First of all, Jesse Ventura like snaps her neck immediately, and I got to tell you guys, they got me. I was like, oh my God, no! And then
You forgot that she doesn't die.
Yeah, I forgot.
He was so wound up.
Dude, I was bummed for a second. I was like, no, she can't go out like that.
She forgot. When was the last time you saw this movie?
Oh, dude, I mean, 25 years ago. I was probably in high school.
It's probably even longer than me. It was probably like 30 years ago.
I totally forgot this wrinkle because at the same time this is all happening, the Resistance, which is led by, there's some Demolition Man vibes in this also. The Resistance is led by Mick Fleetwood. Again, inexplicably, number one, why the fuck is he in this movie? Number two, why did they put all the wrinkles on him, the fake wrinkles on around his eyes like crow's feet? I don't know. I don't know what was
Couldn't
going on.
Couldn't we get Stevie Nicks? Like, why do we have Mick
that
Fleetwood?
Would be great. I love Stevie. Yeah, Mick's not exactly anything. I don't want anything to do with anybody in Fleetwood Mac except for Stevie Nicks. Let's say that. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Honestly, he and this wasn't his only movie that he did.
What else is he in?
He also did a movie he was in a TV series called Wise Guy. He was in Star Trek.
He loves Star Trek, which I'm down with that. I love Star Trek.
He was in Snide and Prejudice, Zero Tolerance. These are like movies in the.
I haven't heard of any of this shit.
In the 90s. He was a bartender in Burning Down the House. This guy he's a journeyman.
I mean, he's a drummer for a great American rock band, but it's just
put him in everything.
I guess it seems like they were like, hey, not a lot's going on the music front. And his agent was like, let's see if we can get you some roles. And so they threw him into
stuff. A little cash. Can't blame him.
I gotta say, I do love the Star Trek hookup. He does.
That's kind of sweet.
He does love Star Trek. Greg, where are you on Star Trek?
I like New Generation.
Next Generation? Come on, guys.
Next Generation.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to only because it would come on after watching cartoons.
Jean-Luc Picard, right?
Yeah.
I'm a big Star Trek guy. I love Star Trek.
Yeah. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed?
What the fuck does that mean? Excuse me?
Oh, I'm just the clown here.
Yeah, you're the guy wearing fucking clown makeup.
Making some jokes.
Hey, Joe actually had a Star Trek gi for a little while. I don't know if he still has it or not.
Still have it, bro.
Pull it out.
Still have it.
There you go.
Still got it. It's upstairs. I haven't worn it in a long time. I used to wear it all the time.
Next pod.
Hey, did anyone ever talk to you about Star Trek when you wore it?
People loved it, dude. So many people were like, "Oh my
God, conversation
this is awesome. This gi's incredible." I was like, "I know."
And then you choke them out.
People liked it.
Anyways, back to the movie.
Yeah, so
we get the
fake kill off.
Kills. And the Resistance is like they basically cut over the whole time they've been trying to get through the network. And Yaphet Kotto gets killed, but the other guy, Weiss, who I don't know why he's in this.
He was there to get the code.
Yeah, he's the hacker. He's the hacker buddy. He dies, but he gets the code. So they cut into the broadcast and they're like, Ben Richards was not the murderer of Bakersfield. He actually, they show the unedited footage of him basically refusing the order.
Yeah.
And they show that they're not dead. So people are like, and the whole time we kind of haven't mentioned this, but after he makes the first kill, the audience is kind of like, is like starting to turn towards him when generally they love
this is like very Rocky IV, where the Russian crowd starts cheering for Sylvester.
Is that your favorite Rocky? I bet it fucking is.
Fuck yeah, man! How is it not the best one?
The best one is 3.
Oh my god! Hey, real quick,
1, but then 3.
One of the people that they considered for a stalker that they didn't get, Mr. T.
Oh, he would have fucking been awesome.
Cherry on top.
Yeah, but they would have. They wouldn't have used his abilities.
They would have like, he would have been like a fucking on a bicycle or something.
They'd be all like, all right, this is Mr. T. He throws books at you.
Yeah,
and paper cuts your neck.
He's a chef.
Exactly. Yeah, Mr. T. He's a painter. Oh fuck.
He's gonna paint you blue.
Damn, that would have been awesome though. So at this point,
everything's unraveling for
it's unraveling. Killian's starting to get freaked out. I did like Captain Freedom. He's like, I'm not fighting. They put him in this like ridiculous suit. He looks like the Tin Man, And he
Yeah.
comes in, he's like, Killian, I'm not doing this. This is all about honor and what does he say? This is a
Like
duel gladiator honor. And Killian's like, get this fucking guy out of here. Because he doesn't care. He's only about the ratings. He's going to manipulate the audience. Again, like we're kind of talking about like this subversion and some commentary on people just want to see what they want to see. And he's willing to like manipulate things for that. And as we get to the end, basically, they attack the studio. They take everybody down. Dynamo still survives. Arnold deals with him after Maria deals with him because she shoots the sprinkler and it electrifies him. They never really talk about his, like, does he have fucking magic? How's he generating
He's
these lightning
shooting
bolts?
electricity
How?
from his. Don't worry, it's the 80s.
I assume like some kind of Spider-Man
That's
mechanism.
that's your issue here.
Well, I was just like, how is he doing that? I don't know. It felt very weird. Like Fireball, they're like, well, he's got a flamethrower. Like, okay, I get that. But like, how do we get the electricity coming out of your arms? I don't know. Seemed kind of weird. He gets electrocuted. Arnold puts Killian in one of the rockets, the sled.
But before he does
luge.
that, I got to say this: like,
Yeah,
he shows up and confronts him, and basically Killian's had this like bodyguard. It's LaFours
yeah,
from Mallrats,
yeah,
who's the bodyguard in Mallrats.
yeah.
And that's like his right hand man, and like he's like thinks
He's
that
always
gonna save him.
talking shit to him. Killian is.
Yeah, and he's like, and he walks off.
Yeah, doesn't stick up for him.
Because he was like talking shit to him earlier in the
Right.
movie. And so Arnold puts him in the little caboose thing that sends him into the arena, sends him flying, but there's no net at the other end to catch him when he gets there. So he flies through a billboard that's loaded with explosives or something and explodes.
Yeah, it explodes.
But then we get
Arnold's
this
like, that was spot
unearned
on.
Yeah, then we get this unearned romance between
Yeah,
Arnold
which you knew was
and your
happening.
girl.
I got to talk about that. Kind of weird. So they make out, and then they both turn around. It's still on TV. Everyone's like pumped, and they walk away, and we see their backs. Except Arnold is like gripping her neck, like like you would grab a child who's in trouble. You know what I'm
he
saying?
was grabbing her like that in the airport.
Yeah, when she was the hostage. It was just like,
Yeah.
I thought they were supposed to be like some chemistry here. I don't know. It wasn't great. She's underserved. She should have been the star of this movie. That's my thoughts.
This might be Joe's number one
I
girl.
love
here.
her, man. I think she's so awesome.
And then we get like a rock star.
Yeah,
like,
we get
a lot of guitar.
not a good
You
song.
know, for the outro of this episode, Joe, can you put that as the outro music?
Honestly, I would, but we did get pulled down. We've been getting hit with that.
quick.
We had to.
Wow.
Look, the podcast is getting so big that we're getting hit by fucking FCC violations. Sorry, guys.
Huge.
What I do want to. Well, Harold Faltermeyer does the score. Who he also does Top Gun theme, Top Gun anthem, pretty sick song. Axel F. He does all of the first Beverly Hills Cop stuff. Very talented '80s composer.
Can the clown say something?
Oh yeah, sure, man.
Does it not sound like the Saw theme? Dun 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 dun.
Sure.
I'll put it in the pod.
I haven't
But
heard
every
the Saw
time it
theme
came
forever.
on, I expected little Jigsaw to come out. And
Well, this guy,
What
the
about
guy
him?
who did the theme song, John Parr, who I don't know, but I'm like, this guy's voice sounds familiar. He sings St. Elmo's Fire. So like they probably spent some good amount of the budget on here for this.
half of the budget to that guy.
Yeah, to this fucking guy. Not a great song. This is a fun
Not
movie.
a lot of replay value on that one.
Look, here's the thing. I think, Greg, tell me this. Can you tell that there's like ripe ground? There's like rich ground for a remake.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
But
there's just a lot of like the Stalkers. I feel like this is like good, but I feel like when you watch this, you're like, I can see why they'd be like, we can improve this. And it's been a while. Let's remake it.
okay, so with that in mind, and with this movie fresh in my mind, and from what I've seen on the trailers, I don't think that the new movie is going to hold up to the original. I think it'll be similar to when they redid Point Break.
Oh, it's gonna be better than that.
Like
Point
Point
Break,
Break, I
that
was
movie
like,
is so bad.
I was like, am I in a Mountain Dew commercial? What's going on?
Dude, there's no way. Edgar Wright is a decent director, and I think Glenn Powell has made good choices with the movies he's making and the
I think
scripts
it's
he's
going to be an
taking.
action flick, but I don't think we're going to get the Stalkers the same way, if
Well,
at
it,
all.
it does seem like the Stalkers are different and not like outlandish personalities from what we've seen.
Have
Again,
we seen
we've
any
only
of the
seen
Stalkers in
trailers.
the trailers?
There's like a guy. There looks like a guy with like a six gun type of setup. I don't know. Nothing crazy like these stalkers. However, these stalkers can be improved upon, in my opinion. I'm not a remake guy. I generally am against them. I can't think of one that I'm like, this was great. But
Remakes?
yeah, but like, can you think of a good remake?
Yeah. A
Okay.
Star is Born.
Ooh,
I like the
man.
original, bro. Chris Christopherson's awesome.
Dude,
They're both
Well,
good.
that's a remake
baby.
as well.
Yeah,
Like it's been remade twice now.
they're both. All those are good though. What's a remake where you're like, this one really outshined the original?
Let me think.
I'm trying to think. What are some I mean, Point Break. You mentioned that movie fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible.
I mean, it's bad.
Popular remakes. What popular remakes are we missing, y'all?
Yeah, send us some. I mean, here's the thing. There's a ton of remakes. I know one that I think doesn't even come close. There's several actually, but there's a lot of like other countries have made a movie and it has been remade into an American
that's
film.
fair.
That happens a lot. Sometimes those are good. I mean, look,
Yeah,
Greg, Dawn of the Dead.
we just talked about that. Ring and Ringu.
Ring and Ringu. I mean, The Departed and Infernal Affairs. The Infernal Affairs movies are really good. The Departed's good, but Infernal Affairs are awesome. I don't know. Dune.
Ooh, Evil Dead. Evil Dead, the new Evil Dead.
That's pretty
The
good.
remake.
That's
that
pretty
one's,
good remake.
That one's so hard.
I think the Dune remake is good.
The Dune remake, yeah, I feel like those are pretty prestigious.
I mean, The Thing, Greg. Remember the Thing remake? Garbage.
I never even saw the second. I never saw the remake.
It was so bad.
There's some cool things
True
in
Grit,
it.
maybe.
Ooh, that's
True
good,
Grit.
Mark. True Grit is good. I'm looking here. I mean, like a bunch of them, like Magnificent Seven is a remake of The Seven Samurai. Those are both incredible. A Fistful of Dollars is a remake of Yojimbo. Both really great. One that I think hits close to home, Dawn of the Dead remake. Not nearly as good as the original. We covered it. Just doesn't hold up. Not as good. Just not that good.
Debatable.
Pretty bad, honestly.
Listen,
like not that good.
No, like Joe, I'm gonna say that
It's just
Dawn
not
of the
that
Dead,
good.
the Snyder one is really good. It's one of my favorite zombie movies.
It's just not that good, man. But I'll tell you what, it's the best thing he's done. Let's put it that way. That's the best Zack Snyder.
Snyder?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah. I get why they're remaking The Running Man. I do. I think it's obviously missing the personality. You don't have Arnold in it. You know, Glenn Powell, I think, is kind of on a heater. I know Mark hates him for reasons that he can't explain. But
I think Glenn Powell like stole Mark's girl or something.
Something. I mean, it's like personal.
He's a home wrecked.
Bro, he's a Texas guy.
He home wrecked Sydney Sweeney's marriage or engagement.
Are you boys with her?
That one movie they did together. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. You know,
I just don't think
that's respectable.
I'm probably going to see it.
As a Texan man, I don't know if that's something that you should be doing.
I mean, I don't think they had a relationship, did they? Seems like it was
something happened. There was a lot of drama around it. A lot of drama.
I'm not interested in Glenn Powell's personal life.
I think that they could be doing something really cool, which maybe they're hiding the stalkers, so we don't know.
I hope so.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
I'm looking at the IMDb page, and there's a few actors on here who are pretty notable. And only one of them has a name, which is like the negative guy. So hopefully Edgar Wright has something in store for us that, will make the stalkers cool. But what's scary about remakes and when they choose to make a remake is them not going that extra mile, because they probably promised something in this remake, right? You promised Glenn Powell plow, plow. You promise, profit, right? How far are you gonna get as outlandish as the first one? Probably not. No fucking way.
Yeah, we're gonna
So
have to
that is
see.
something to worry about.
I like this. Here's the thing. I feel like the cast is good, and that's
It's solid.
generally tells me that these guys who choose wisely with their roles, like Coleman Domingo is like a indie darling. You know, he's Oscar nominated. I can't imagine him picking a role for a movie that sucks. Josh Brolin, good
We
actor.
get we get Michael Cera back.
Michael Cera's back. Like there's some. I'm intrigued. There are some movies that I feel okay. You know what? I'm going to wrap up my comments on the remake with this, Greg. There are definitely movies that I think if you remake them, it's like sacrilegious, like criminal to remake. This is not one of them. I think I can see where you're like, okay,
That's fair.
we could do
Yeah, that's
something
fair.
here. You know, like Scarface. You can't remake fucking Scarface. I'm sorry. You just can't do it. You can't capture
Apparently it was,
like
wasn't it?
yeah.
I see they're remaking Goodfellas.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
See, that's what I'm saying. You'd be upset at
But
that.
yeah, like there's things where you're like, don't reboot this, don't remake this. Like you can't remake or reboot Indiana Jones. I'm sure they'll try. It's just not going to be the same. You can't do it. This movie, I feel like, is flawed enough that you can do that and still maybe get something different.
All right, Joe. What do you rate this movie, and what category do you put it in?
I think this is a flawed gem for me. It's fun. I had a great time with it. It was fun to revisit. I think if it's a first time watch, it'll be a fun. If you haven't seen it in a while, you'll enjoy it. It's a flawed gem for me. This is a 3-star. Three-star. Banger. It's not incredible, doesn't blow your hair back, but it's fun. Arnold's having a blast. Maria is just radiant, and the cast is fun. It's fun.
Mark.
She's the one.
Oh, man.
She's the one that she's the most radiant one.
Audience, watch this and tell me you're not just taken aback by her beauty. I'm sorry.
Dude, you were so locked in during this movie.
That was almost Sigourney Weaver, by the way.
What? Oh,
That would have been crazy.
Nah. No, can't do it.
I think she's too big.
Yeah, she should be Arnold. She could
Yeah,
be.
she
She
would be
could be
Arnold.
the fucking. She could be Bent. I don't know. What would you call her?
Oh,
Bethany
that'd be
Richards.
badass. I
Beth
would have
Richards.
like if they had made a sequel with
Fuck
Sigourney
yeah.
as. Oh, that'd have been cool.
See, I'll take
See.
that. Yeah.
See, I'm in on that.
Yeah.
Get Glenn out, respectfully.
Man, dude, Sigourney could do it
Um,
now. She's like 80. I'd take her too. Let's go. She'd be
This is
awesome.
true. This is true. I'm gonna go with Flawed Gem as well. This was one of those movies again where when I was growing up and you turn on your TV and you see TNT, you see TBS,
Oh yeah.
USA. This movie is
USA.
on.
Yes.
Dude, this movie is on nonstop. I'm sure it still fucking plays. But it's because this movie is so, what would be the word? It's so easy to digest.
Yeah.
The story isn't thick. You know, it basically drops you into this world. It pretty much explains it. You know, bad guys, corrupt government, game show. Arnold Schwarzenegger, get in there and show us how it's done. It's a solid 3 for me. It's a fun movie. I think that you can literally put this on whenever and it's just gonna bang. It's just gonna go for it. It's not something that I'm gonna write a fucking thesis about or nothing silly, but it's not gonna change the world. But it is peak Arnold, dude. It is so peak Arnold, and it's so sad for me to watch this because I don't know if we're gonna get something like this ever again.
Like
Every
another
time I
action
watch one
star?
of these. Yeah, dude, anytime I watch this like run that Arnold had from the 80s to 2000s, I don't know if we'll ever touch that. It
Yeah.
was so
And
special.
they just don't make these movies now. Like this movie, I'm
No.
shocked that they're remaking it only because like I can't believe it's opening in theaters, right? They just don't make this. This goes
Yeah.
to streaming. Or it's a seven
Yep.
episode Netflix series that's one and done season.
Exactly.
Greg,
I
what do
think
you
it's
got?
that. I consider this a flawed gem as well. I think I like this movie more than y'all. I was scared I wasn't gonna like it as much because I hadn't seen it in so long. I'm always scared with these '80s movies that we're gonna end up with another blood sport. It's always a blood sport feel.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was a
yeah,
good
Bloodsport,
experience
that
though. That we
was-
needed that. That opened
But-
our eyes.
That
Yeah,
humbled us.
like
God, we were
you know,
so
you
bummed.
Yeah, but you like you hold these movies in such high regard, and I think it's
Yeah.
nostalgia, and you don't get around to watching them again. When you finally do, you're like, oh, that's not actually that good.
No.
I give this 4 stars.
Damn.
I
All
think
right.
Nice.
that I like this movie. It was fun. It was like I like the cheesy, campy villains. I
Same.
think that's I want
True.
fucking
True.
Plunger Man as the villain. I want fucking
Shocker to no one
Buzzsaw
that
Hand.
listens to this podcast and knows Greg that he prefers Plunger Man.
I want basically all these villains are just Mega Man villains. You
Yeah.
get like Triangle Man or something. I don't know. Uh they give you like quirky characters like that. I'm scared that the new movie is not going to have that at all. And
Yeah.
We'll have to
that'll be
see.
a make or break for me when it comes out.
Yeah.
If the bad guys are just like, oh, this guy just has like a special pistol, or this guy's just got a big machine gun. Like
Yeah.
that's what that's
Part of the
cheesy.
appeal is the like zaniness of this one.
Yeah,
Exactly.
agreed. And
Yeah, we're gonna check back.
Dynamo in his Dune buggy.
Dynamo. Yeah. We got to check back on the new release. And that's it. This is our first movie back from the Butcher Block Halloween extravaganza, 4 weeks of 4 movies. Hopefully you stuck through it with us.
If you missed it, go check it out.
Yeah.
It's got some good stuff.
We got a big one coming up next.
Do we?
Casino.
Oh yeah, Casino. Almost too good.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the thing.
It almost doesn't fit our criteria.
Yeah, only because of like Goodfellas and Wolf of Wall Street, some of his other films, Raging Bull and like Mean Streets, that are so fucking good that we can like do Casino. If anybody else made Casino, you'd be like, this is the best movie they've ever made. There's no way we could talk about it. But
Right.
Scorsese's like peak is so high that Casino.
Gangs in New York.
Yeah.
Whoa. Don't like it, huh?
I wasn't too big
Look,
on that.
I
movie.
love
Whoopsie daisy.
the Daniel Day-Lewis performance is incredible. Bill the Butcher, amazing character. Everything else about that movie, I just am not a big fan of.
Wow. I
Yeah,
think you know a
kind
guy.
of a snoozer.
It's not great. It's not great, man.
Me, 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 me.
It's not great. It's worth a watch, but only for
It's Scorsese.
only for him.
Yeah.
With that said, yeah. The
Joe, do you
Prime Cut
remember your
Podcast at
sign-off?
gmail.com. No, I don't remember it. I like movies. I tell you what to watch. These are the movies to watch.
Yup.
He goes, my name Joe,
Whatever.
you watch movie. I tell movie.
I know you're
My
supposed to be
name
like, I don't
Joe.
like stuff. So I'm like, I like stuff. I like movies.
My name Greg. I don't like movies.
My name Mark, and I keep us from getting canceled
Yeah, there you go.
every week.
Nice talking to you.
Adios.
All right, that was fun.